I call the meeting to order.
Happy to take attendance. I'm just going to go down on my Zoom screen for the people who I see here. So we have Cliff Dosel, David
here.
Finn,
Here.
Shannon Stokes, Owens Daniels, Jane Dove, Jennifer Finkel,
Here.
Jason Thiel.
Here.
I don't see Marvette Aldrich. Lisa Strout said she wouldn't be here, and Betsy said she wouldn't be here. So there we are. We got a quick meeting today, if you want it. If you want it to be. Just the approval of the minutes and project reports. Nobody signed up for public comment period. So we have the June 7th minutes. If anybody has any edits or changes or questions?
Move to approve.
Yep. Move to approve. Second.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay, I will call the vote. Cliff was seconded. Jennifer made the motion. Jason.
Approve.
David.
I approve, even though I wasn't here.
Jane.
Approve.
Owens.
Approve.
And Shannon. Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh. No.
Give us a thumbs up if you approve.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm happy to go on to project reports. The downtown sculpture, the one on 4th and Spruce, is on track for an August unveiling. I don't have a date yet, but hope to have one soon, and I'll alert you all when I get that. I'll leave Salem Parkway for the last one. Artistic bus shelters, those are all installed except for the one. And we're waiting for that shelter to be built on Lawtown, and then the artwork will be installed. The county project, we have a meeting scheduled this Friday at the Central Library to kind of discuss the direction the committee would like to go for that. Percent for art. Nothing new, just still going to bring something to City Council in the fall. And Salem Parkway Bridge art project was approved by City Council in June, and has gone on to different levels of love and outrage in the social media sphere. So I don't have anything to report beyond that, but nothing has changed about the project. It's we're trying to gather everything up to send to NCDOT. Want to get the bases designed and have a structural engineer look at it, and you know, we want all the evidence in our favor that this will be a safe project that isn't going to hurt anybody on Business 40. So getting all that ready, and that's where we are. Happy to answer any questions.
I don't have a question, but just a comment. I saw that Mona King has on her website, she has some new photographs and images from her, and a lot of text about her piece, which is pretty nice to see. And I don't know if you have it linked on the city website, but that would be a good thing to do.
Let's see.
If I was adept, I could probably put it into the chat, the address, but that was through a feed that I got from her. So.
I'm looking to see if I can find it on her website.
It might be a dedicated Wix site.
Oh, okay.
Mona Art. Here, I can put it into the chat.
What it's worth, Kelly, I thought you responded well in the interview to the Winston-Salem Journal, and regardless of all the other comments that you received from people, I thought your points were clearly well made, and I agree with them. So I just want to let you know that. And
Thank you.
being someone who myself receives and is in that position, some from time to time, I can tell you that
Right.
no one will remember.
You mean WFMY? Because I was actually out of town for most of this, so I got WFMY, the TV station.
Well, I've read all of it, and from all, and I think it's going to be great. And there are people that just aren't going to like it, and but the fact is that the bond was approved, and the city council had public art to approve, and we went through our process, and so that's what we recommended, and so did they approved it, and
Yeah, part of me thinks that a lot of this is the headline number. It's $1 million.
Exactly.
I don't know if all of you were, or some of you were certainly part of the discussion early on when we had this project, and it could have been, artwork on 7 bridges, and you all wanted to make sure that it didn't just get lost, that it wouldn't just be, 7 or 14 tiny pieces of art on the corners of 7 bridges, and wanted to make sure it stood out and people could actually see it. And so that's why it is what it is. But if you'd had that, it would have been just, nobody would have noticed it, first of all, and second of all, nobody would have cared one way or the other. Nobody would have batted an eye, and it could have been even more money. It could have been $1.4 million on.
Well, I just wanted to encourage you to just keep working on it, and to democracy requires criticism and praise, and to simply you've done your part. When I was early on, like back in 2016 with the Creative Corridors, I agreed to chair a public art initiative, and we had submissions. Do you guys remember the big green baby with the disco ball underwear?
Yeah.
Jennifer does not.
I was the
Thankfully,
project.
I was not here for that. Yeah.
I was the project manager on that project, so I know where you're coming from, Kelly.
Well,
We didn't end up building that though, but
I don't know. I don't know if the artist who proposed that is here, but I hope I don't insult anybody by saying I think the dandelions are a lot better than the giant baby with the the diaper.
Kelly, where were your comments published?
Somebody, a reporter interviewed me on WFMY, and I haven't seen that either.
Oh, okay.
I don't even like to listen to my outgoing voicemail message, so I don't usually.
no, he just. I think one of the things that people talk about the $1 million, though, is that $1 million as a percentage of the overall Salem Parkway project is really it's a proportionate thing, and
right.
There you go. And the fact that the city contributed some of the money, some of it was private, it's just.
I think it was the headline too. If it was like added bonus of art, but it wasn't spun that way. It was,
Right.
$1 million.
It all, it came out of that city council meeting. And if you go to the city's website and you click on council agenda and all the supporting documents, you see like, oh, here's the one thing, and it's approval of a contract for $1 million to this group for public art services. And it's like, whoa. But if it's all wrapped into, here's the $100 million Salem Parkway project, and this is one tiny piece of it, it looks different. But I mean, I get it. There's potholes, there's brush around the city. The city's having a hard time hiring people to run all the landfills, and but there's nothing this $1 million could do for any of that. And
well, you know what? If you do no public art and everything is planned, you'll receive criticism from the exact opposite audience.
Right.
And so,
Yeah.
right.
Just
Where's the
people
city
like
of arts
me.
and innovation? Where's the arts and innovation?
and we're obviously in the public art, thing. And so I just wanted to just share that with you and address it openly and just bolster your, just know that you're not alone.
Thanks.
Although I'm happy for someone else to take a beating every once in a while.
Yes. Well, does anybody else have any questions or comments or anything you want to talk about?
Kelly, did you mention when this project is likely to start? I know you said you're gathering all the details you need for DOT. And then my second part to the question is how people can decide or I guess get on the list to get a potential dandelion around the city.
Oh, I don't know if I talked about this. So I think that decision will probably be made by city council members, possibly. But there are these other bouquets that are included, the dandelion bouquets that are included in the project that can be placed outside of the Salem Parkway corridor. And when we presented this to city council, they were very much in favor of the project. It was a unanimous vote, and the Mayor Pro Tem Adams, wanted to see, public art on more corridors than just Business 40. She was mentioning, New Walkertown Road and, University Parkway. So these bouquets will probably kind of go around the city, and there might be more. The artist said we can certainly make more, And so that might be in the offing in the not too distant future. And in answer to your question, when will this be installed? Yeah, there's just not, we don't know. I mean, I don't know how long this NCDOT process will take. We're thinking next year. I know next year is 12 months. So we'll see.
Well, it looks like there's a lot to look forward to. I can't wait to see these things. Did you have any updates on the library, more specific of the library out in
The Clemens Library.
Sorry. Yeah.
The artist is working with the county manager, and they're getting that through, the county commissioners right now. They're kind of working on contracts and all of that stuff. And I don't know when that'll be installed either. That could be a year out. I know that he's kind of backed up on work. So it could be some time yet before that's installed.
Okay.
I'll let you know when I know something.
Is there anything that we can do to help prepare for this retreat that we're having? Or
I spoke with Betsy before she went out of town, and we kind of came up with general trajectory for it, and I'll draw up an agenda based on that and send it out to everybody sort of soon. I wonder, since there isn't any new action coming up before August 2nd, if you all want to, since you have two meetings in August, do you all want to have the August 2nd meeting, or do you want to just concentrate on the August 10th planning meeting?
I'd say let's skip one of the meetings and just pack it all into the August 10th planning meeting.
I agree.
Is that a motion and a second?
I motion that we pack everything into the August 10th meeting.
I second.
Okay. You all want to, instead of going around, since I could see everybody's screen, you all want to raise your hand if you agree?
In favor.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll get that off the calendar, and I'll see you all at Sika on the 10th.
We need anything like AV wise, or do we want to set up a buffet table?
Yeah.
And a bar.
Definitely some place to put food. Let me touch base with you in a little while. In a couple weeks. Well,
all right.
I'll do it sooner. I can touch base sooner.
We're going to do any trust falls?
I hope so.
Yeah, not here.
into the pond in the back.
Team building exercises. I enjoy doing team building exercises. So,
well, we could be like the Boy Scouts and get everybody out doing trail remediation, like the closest thing to chain gang labor.
Oh, God. Okay, well,
Well, that was a quick meeting.
does anybody
good.
have anything else?
You mentioned this downtown sculpture at 4th and Poplar. Did you say, when did you say the timeline for completion was again?
It's 4th and Spruce, and probably in August. They don't have a date for me yet, but they're talking about August. So we're very close. That'll be the next outrage.
All right. Well, is there a motion to adjourn?
No.
I move we adjourn.
I think we had a second, but they had the audio turned off.
I motion we adjourn.
And second.
Here. Well, thank you, Kelly. Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you all.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great
Thank
you.
afternoon.
See you in person
now.
in August.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.